So in May of this past year, I decided, well, I'm going to make a switch and I'm going to start using Awesome Window Manager. So for the previous 8 years, I had been using XFCE, which I absolutely love. But I had started to regularly observe something about my workflow. I'd open up a whole bunch of applications and have them scattered across my three monitors. And as I would work, for example, I'd get lots of stuff open, and say after about 3 hours, I'd clear out everything. And what would happen is I would have things covering things and not realize, oh, I've already got that thing open, or I've already got my email open on this browser page. So it just felt too disorganized and all over the place. And you may be thinking like, why not use workspaces? Well, it it just wouldn't work because I've got multiple monitors, and it just never worked with my workflow. And what I always would be thinking is like, what I need is I need I need individual workspaces per monitor. And so I actually just, okay, why don't I I've looked into other tiling window managers. Why don't I look into Awesome Window Manager? And I learned, wait, they have tags, which are like kind of like workspaces, but it's per monitor. And so I looked into it a little bit initially. I realized I think this is going to take care of my needs in terms of organizing my desktop the way I want it organized. So you take the analogy of a house and or a room, and everything has its place. You know, in the kitchen, that's where you keep your cooking utensils, and that's where you use that. And you know, the bedroom, that's where the clothes go. Everything has its place. And so this has been really nice. In May, I started with the default configuration file. And I just very carefully thought through everything that I needed, and I built it out over the course of really all summer. And so by August, I pretty much had everything just the way I wanted it. And I very thoughtfully considered every choice that I made. You know, what are the key combinations that I'm going to want? What makes the most logical sense? And I modeled everything after Vim key bindings. H going left and L going right, J going down, K going up. And so I very thoughtfully considered that and built it out to make it my own. So now everything's organized. My file browser, when I launch it, and everything's keyboard driven, of course. When I launch it, it goes to my third tag on the first monitor. And if I open up another file browser window, of course, it goes to the same place, and that tag is set to tile. I don't want my web browser to tile, so that opens up. That opens up on any monitor, and because it's so important. And it opens up on the second tag, and it opens up maximized. My calculator, that opens up on the third monitor, and I have that floating because I don't want that to tile real big or maximize or be maximized, of course. So everything has its place, and I know where everything can be, where each application can be expected to launch. And so it has been, because I took the time to build it out and make it my own, it has been fantastic for my workflow and for organization and for efficiency and for resizing and that sort of thing even. I tile what I want to tile, and what I don't want to tile, I don't tile. So if it makes sense for your workflow and what you have in mind and how you do work, and if you make it your own, if you really spend the time to understand everything in that configuration file, understand how it works, because I don't want to go and just copy somebody's configuration file and not understand everything in there. And you build out from a base, I think it makes perfectly good sense. And so it's just up to the individual to see, well, does this work for me? And I just want to say that it has been great for me. I absolutely love it.